Hello, everyone. How are you today? I just thought I would pop in and tell you a little bit about two fiction books that I've written. They're my most recent fiction books in the Standing Through Storms series. So, first of all, My Secret Life was published in 2025, and it's a short novel. It is a good blend of crime and romance, and it's a page turner, mysterious and adventurous. So, how I came to write this was a surprise to me, actually, because I wasn't planning to write it, but I had just accepted an assignment I felt from God to um, to start the anthology series of sharing our journey of coming to Jesus, testimony from 12 believers, times seven. So this is book one. I did publish it. So I did set forth in performing the assignment that I felt God had given me. And during that, in the midst of it, I had a dream that lasted me for a month. So I said, okay, Lord, I'm going to start writing this. And it was so joyful for me and my family. I told my family as I wrote, and it has turned out to be a really good story and a meaningful one to on us on how to overcome. So I'm going to read you the blurb, and then I'll read the two reviews that I have that are actually one is on the front of the book, one is on the back of the book. My Secret Life. Violent crimes are prevalent within inner city Chicago, with drug lords ruling over designated areas, such as the crowded, low income apartment complex where a young woman, Katrina, and her mother reside. Suddenly, Katrina witnesses a murder on the street and is immediately plunged into a world of violence, trauma, and fear. As a victim witness, the program demands that she rewrite her life as she flounders for safety. Instead, she finds danger. Throughout her struggles, she leans on the Lord for spiritual strength. Will the enemy prevail, or are love, peace, and joy in her future? So, let me read the one of the reviews by Stella. Great read. Finished it in one sitting and had all the emotions: suspense, fear, romance, trust in the Lord, and not able to wait to see what happens in the next page. Here's a review by Mary Moss, author, coach, speaker, storyteller. Adventure, intrigue, danger, surprise, all that wrapped up in faith that is woven into the roller coaster of the characters' lives. You won't be able to put this story down. And I think that that's true for you. I hope that you will enjoy my storyline. Here it is. Again, My Secret Life. You can get it through my website. And actually, that's easier than searching for it on Amazon, but you can get it on Amazon too. And when you get to the link on my website, it is actually uh, just a link to Amazon. Okay, so then the second book happened, it happened again. I dreamed it during 2026, early this year, um, while I was working on book two of Coming to Jesus. And it's not published yet, but it soon will be, book two. Anyway, forks in the road, the paths we take. I dreamed it and dreamed it. And dreamed so much that it made me want to go to the United Kingdom because the setting for this is in England, Ireland, and then in Scotland. So I'll read you the blurb. Forks in the road, the paths we take. After struggling through a childhood in England with parents who gave everything except love, Valerie graduated high school emotionally vulnerable. She would temporarily she found temporary solace with her study group in an Irish university, that would be in Dublin, and began a wonderful romance with a young man, Driston Doyle. That was her senior year. Will this relationship bring the belongingness she hoped for? If not, could her faith prevail? Eventually, circumstances necessitate her going to Scotland. What might this journey produce? Valerie travels the United Kingdom and shares her Christian journey of real life issues and challenges. How can she overcome betrayal, heartbreak, and grief? What must it take for her to become victorious? Maybe Valerie's journey parallels our own. So I do have a review on this book as well, and I will read it to you as well. Carin Jayne Casey has written a book of new beginnings. Valerie reminds us of ourselves, navigating intersections and roundabouts, often with rose-colored glasses. We root for her and hold our breath. Forks in the Road invites us to leave toxic relationships without bitterness or regret. It is a good read for a quiet night that will resonate long past the last page. And that's by Angela B. Brown, support group facilitator at Yeshua's House. And Yeshua's House is a nonprofit, faith based transitional home for women and their children coming from financial hardships and domestic violence. Okay, so what are your thoughts on that? I'm going to share with you an interesting conversation that I had with the Lord while I was on the acupuncture table. And this is how it went. The Lord told me, "This story is about you." And I said, "No, Lord, it has nothing in it about me. My parents weren't rich. I've never been to England, Ireland, or Scotland. No, I don't see it." He said, "It's about your life of traumas and miracles and the secret of how you continue to walk in faith." And I realized that was true. I needed to share with my readers then how I've overcome and how I'm continuing to overcome obstacles in life daily. So I thought about it and what are some things that are keeping me going in the faith, regardless of what happens, and regardless of my failures, regardless of things happening to me. And a lot has happened. I'm 73 years old now. A lot has happened in my life. Here are some points. Keep your relationship with the Lord close. Tell him all about the problems, the pain, the heartache, the betrayals, and toxic situations. Be sure to tell him how grateful and thankful you are. He is your rescue, anchor in the storms of life, and your beloved confidant. And he thinks everything you have to say to him, everything you think is significant. And he is able to handle anything. Doesn't matter how big it is in your thoughts. Anyway, point 2. Ask him for help in the big things as well as in the small ones. Have patient faith with the time. He is working through it all for your good. Always praise the Lord, knowing he loves you with his everlasting love. You are never forgotten. Believe in his timing and his way. He will bring you through it. Don't revisit the troubles of the past, including those of just an hour ago. And don't wistfully look back at happier times either. Life on earth is temporary. Look forward to your future with Jesus. Yes. And that about revisiting the troubles of the past, I often think about Lot's wife. And she looked back You know, the past is just 5 minutes ago. So, how long are you going to linger with the pain from some ugly thing someone said? But anyway, don't let me get on the soapbox. I just wanted to encourage you to read Forks in the Road, The Paths We Take. It gives us choices, gives us things to think about, and how we can overcome as we watch the character overcoming. Well, I hope you enjoyed my talk with you today. And since I'm not a famous author yet, it may or may not be difficult to find these books on Amazon.com, but you can always go to my website and I have a little blurb about the books and then where you can click on to get to the link on Amazon to get the books if you want them. Well, you have a blessed day, and I appreciate any reviews you give me on these books when you do read them. Thank you. Bless you.